Well, that was positively awful. We've got them all in. We got them all in. But it's not moving much.
Always wanted to do this trick. So see the fence and click and it'll all be done. Hopefully.
Sounds different.
It does sound a bit different. It doesn't sound good.
Morning everyone, back at it. Head to the fence. Thought I'd better run through why we run mainly electric. So that's 3-strand electric, 2-strand up there a bit further. But here we've got all barb and we'll be putting little wooden droppers in between. They're 5 paces apart. Those, I guess we call them line posts. So for a boundary fence, electric fence probably isn't all that suitable because it's up to someone to power it, so be it one neighbour or the other. And then if the power goes out, then you've got no power and stock can easily go through. So barb or ring lock or something along those lines is more suitable towards a boundary fence. So in this case, both the neighbour and I have agreed that we'll just do 7 strands of barbed wire, and it's just what we've done across the rest of it. This is the last little section to go behind us. Now with boundary fences, we own half and obviously the neighbour owns the other half. What we do in our situation, not everyone's, but in our situation, this neighbour bought all the materials and then I have to install it. So take all the old fencing out and then put all the new ones back in, and that's how we've sort of agreed to put all this together, and that way it sort of works out as fairly as possible, because essentially he owns half and I own half, and this is the most accommodating way of doing it for us. And I kind of enjoy it too, so that makes it a lot easier. So the reason we put points on is so when we hit a rock, which we do have a few around here, it will hopefully just sort of go to the side of that rock, then we can straighten it up. If it's got a flat surface, it'll just sort of bottom out. We don't always put points on, but for all this ground around here, it's all very stony, so we generally try to. This is Brody. Say hi, Brody.
Hi.
Brody just lives up the road. He's often here giving me a hand on the weekends, and at the moment it's school holidays, so he's here quite a bit. What we're going to do now is a box end assembly. So we need to get that post, which we call a stay, up in the middle there, and we usually run that. I usually put a pin in that side there, put a hole in that end, and put a hole in that end, and put a hole through that and a pin, so it'll hold it just off the top. Don't like to put it on the top, otherwise you've got nowhere to tie that top wire. See a lot of people do that, don't know why. Anyway, here we go. We'll give it got some wire strainers. Brody has kindly run out this barb, so we use that as a line of sight so we can work out where we put the post up against, keep them nice and straight. Great old thing, you just tie this chain up on this post here and then you just ratchet it along, tightens it up. So just get Brody up the hill there just to try and make sure that that line is all straight. So if he's got to move it across a bit, and then we can loosen this off and drop down to the ground and use it as our bit of a marker. All we really need for this job is spirit level. It's 4 foot, which is handy, so this will be marked to know it's the right height. Yep. You might be too far across, Brody. Nah, spot on. Drop it down. Right, so we can side shift it across. So move it across roughly where it needs to be, and then we'll level it up. There we go, that's all nice and hitting it straight now. Now we'll put the post on. Like I said earlier, we put points on posts, so if they hit things, they'll just sort of skew a direction. Well, that is what's happened. So now we're going to get Brady to back, try and straighten it up. Yuck! Much better. Straight. We'll see what happens. Not moving much, so we've hit something. Well, that was positively awful. We've got them all in, we got them all in, but it's a bit of a mess. Hit rocks, I assume we hit roots, and yeah, the posts were bouncing around all over the place. Yeah, but it looks nice. What we've done from a distance, but if you look too close, yeah. Anyways, we'll get some wire on it.
Oh, it's been a week or so since we've been at this fence, but we're going to put droppers on it now. We've put all the barb on it, and Brody's got a good old staple gun there. It's one of the last Paslode Staple Guns, and there's no more staples being made for that one. So once we're done out of that box over there, we're done. And that's Izzy over there playing in the mud. Spencer's in the tractor and Roy's here observing. Righto, we'll get to it. Right, this is Brody and I take two trying to get these posts done, because last time Old Faithful didn't work. The cool thing about this, or the uncool thing, is that it's going to probably be going into a museum, because you can't buy these little staples anymore. And it's a real pain in the ass, because now it's going to become useless because we can't get the staples that we need to put it in. So we've got like 1,400 staples left. We did a quick calculation and we should have enough to get this fence done, hopefully. So here it all goes. We've done a few. That was part one. This is part two, obviously. New and improved gun. Now, something I should explain is that we try and do these at the same level. So I'll knock this down with the sledgehammer. So it's all nice and level. That's what we like. And Brody will come along and smash them in. Go for it, Brody. Oh.
Sounds different.
It does sound a bit different. It doesn't sound good. Anyway, it's just got to get a few of these done, doesn't it? On to do this trick. So see the fence and click. All done. Now one thing we do have to do is lay the staple gun to rest. It's all done now, so we're out in a shed to collect dust and do nothing else with. It's just such a shame because it's in such good nick, but now there's a few things going wrong with it. Fan, as Brody said, it's going. So yeah, we'll just have a moment's silence, Brody. What's that, 1 or 2? Anyway, that's long enough. So yeah, that's a wrap. That's a boundary fence, all done. It looks a treat now. It's an absolute treat. No, that's right. Hey, it's been resurrected because that little chum in the background, Brody, decided to start pull down the wrong fence. So he took down a couple of droppers before I got him to stop. So now we have to get this bad boy just its final last little hurrah. Thanks, Brody, for this. Thank you. Oh, we do need the hammer. Drat. Simple fix. Yeah. Righto, go in your box now. Bye bye. Righto, take two. We're all done now. We're definitely done. It's done. We're done. We're done. Yeah, finally.